Hello and welcome. This video is all about Linux. Linux is an alternative operating system to Windows or OS X, and for a lot of people it's become a very, very good choice. First things you need to know about Linux is it's free and it's open source. There's loads in that. I suggest you go and Google it, but it's a good thing. Go and find out why, but I'm telling you, it's a good thing. And over the years, Linux has been growing. It's been worked on by the community. In recent years especially, it has become very easy to use and has become a proper viable choice for a lot of people. I am reinstalling my Linux operating system of choice, which is Antergos. And so I thought I would do a little video and a little guide as to how to install this, how to get going, and hopefully make it as painless as possible. Before I start, just a few reasons why I use Antergos. It's a rolling release, which means all the parts of your operating system and indeed your programs are going to be the latest. They get constantly updated. Also, the way you install software is really easy. Most software that's available on Linux is available on Antergos. Yeah, and that's kind of the main reasons really. So, first of all, we're going to go to antergos.com and we are going to click on download and then scroll down. I'm going to click on 64-bit and I'm going to click download ISO. Right, and then we are going to go, if you click on, after we've downloaded our ISO, click back on installation images and then click how to create a working live USB and then scroll down. Now I'm doing this from my Windows 10 partition. So you see it says here create a live USB from Windows. I'm kind of assuming that that's also going to be you. It tells you there how to do it from within Linux. Is there a Mac one here? Not that I'm seeing. So USB writer for Windows. Download. Back when the ISO has downloaded. Okay, so I've downloaded a USB writer. It says, this tool is quite easy to use. You just have to select an input file and a target device and then click the right button. Diddly-diddly-dee. So that's cool, that's simple enough. But then it says here, since I've used your tool, Windows does not allow me to format my USB drive at its initial storage size. So folks, use a USB stick that you're only going to use for this. Don't use a big expensive one, just use a cheapy, throwaway one that's big enough. 2 gigs should do it. But it says, that's right, but this is a Windows issue. And then at the end of that, it says, report the bug to Microsoft or switch to a more clever operating system. OS X is fine. GNU/Linux is better. Well, that's why we're doing this. Anyway, I thought that was quite funny. Okay, so I found actually a compact flash card that's big enough. So now I'm going to open up USB writer. It says, do I want to allow this app to make changes? Yes, I do. Source file. Now I'm going to browse. To the ISO I just downloaded, which should be in my downloads file. There it is. Antergos. Target device is H. It's shown up there, and I go right. All data on the target device will be lost. Confirm. Yes. And away it goes. I'll move the camera around actually, so you can see it doing its thing. Okay, so it says source file successfully written to target device. Now I'm going to reboot my computer. I won't be able to record the screen during this part, so I've moved my camera across so you can see. Now I need to go into startup. If you hold down delete, it's normally delete, we'll bring you into the BIOS. And if we go to boot, now, just because I think I should probably do it, I'm changing my USB support to full, because I'm going to use a USB drive to start the thingy. Now, if you see here, I've got these drives there, boot option 1, and here I've got UEFI 3828 MB. That's about 4 gig. So I know that one is my USB drive. So I'm going to select that in boot option 1. So it's going to look for that first. Before it does anything, that's the one it's going to try and boot off. So now we're going to go exit. And all being well, it should boot off that USB card. It has. Fantastic. Now we want just the second one down there. Oh, hang on. Failed to start loader. And now it's loading Windows. We shall try that again. Okay, so we're just rebooting. And it should boot into the USB drive, and here it is. And we want the USB loading. Failed to start. Okay. My system's had a bit of trouble trying to boot off of that, and I've figured out what it was. If I select the UEFI and that one, it doesn't work. But if I select the one above, that one, it does work. So if it doesn't work for you, you know, try the version that's not UEFI and see if you have some luck with that. But for me, I just click that and it works. Hoorah. Obviously, if you've used a CD or a DVD, you shouldn't have that problem either. Right, now, we're going to start Antergos Live. So what this is doing, this is loading the entire operating system. It's done, basically into memory. So we can run Linux or Antergos without it needing to be on a drive. But we do want it to be on a drive. My computer's plugged into the network by a cable, so it's automatically done an update. And it's saying, what would you like to do? Would you like to try Antergos, or would you like to install it? I want to install it, and I'm English. D. Kingdom. That's good. Excellent. I want the GNOME desktop. Yeah. Now, at this point, you see it says Arch User Repository Support. You definitely want that. That's going to allow you to install a lot of programs very, very easily, including Google Chrome. Google Chrome will alleviate an awful lot of headaches for you. It just will. Especially if you're wanting to use Netflix and stuff like that. It comes with a lot of stuff built in. So close that. That's just a little warning. Now, I need to choose exactly where Antergos is going to be installed, because I have a drive. There it is. There. I want it there. Let's have a new partition table. choose the device below. I want that one. I'm going to go new free space. I want all of it. I want it primary. Just click apply. Done. It's saying you haven't got a root partition. I need to make that root. So go edit. Dunk. Apply. Okay. So if you saw what I did there, I went edit, mount point, and there's the one with just the slash. That's the one you want. Okay. Apply. Now, bearing in mind, this all this what I'm doing, if you've got one hard drive in your computer and you're just putting Linux on it, and you want Linux on your hard drive, you don't have to do any of this. It knows where you just click through it and it will wipe the hard drive and put Linux on it. Job done. It's just that I've got a few drives and I want it on a particular drive. That's what basically I've just done. Okay, so it's going to put that on my SSD. There it is. It's on there. Lovely. It's only going to format that one. That's quite important. And we are done. Are you really sure? Yes. Okay. What's my name? My name is Dave. Your computer's name is Dave's Linux. Pick a username. And I will use that. Password. Require my password to log in. There we go. Save that. And now we're installing. Woo. It looks like it's actually just downloading updates first. Basically updating the versions of the programs that are in RAM, so that the ones that get put on your hard drive are going to be the ones with, you know, more bugs fixed and more features, more stable. So I'm going to let that do that, and we'll return when something interesting is happening.